Okay, today we're going to show you how to make a basic California roll. We're going to start with some basic ingredients here. I'm going to go over what they are. This is nori. This is a dried seaweed. This is a kanikama. It's an imitation crab made out of a white fish. It's like a fish cake. You guys know what avocados are. You know what English cucumbers are. And we have our sushi rice. The sushi rice we made earlier this morning. You want to put the hot sushi seasoning vinegar on top of the rice when it's hot, right after it's fully cooked. And you pour the vinegar on and you slowly mix it and let it cool. We'll give you those ingredients on how to make that sushi vinegar seasoning in the description down below. So, once the sushi rice is taken about an hour or two to cool down to room temperature, you mix it every 10 to 15 minutes or so, let it cool, then we cover it with a little clean wet towel, okay? We leave that there. Now we're ready to go. With the seaweed, you want to put, there's a rough side and a shiny side. You got to get that shiny side down on your cutting board, okay? And then, this is just a regular bowl of water, no nothing seasoned, nothing in there. We're going to do a little dip here, okay? You do a fingertip dip in here, boop, 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 and then you want to wet your hands, okay? Whoop, not too wet, wet the whole hand, and clap off the excess, okay? Then we grab our sushi rice, okay? We're going to grab about, maybe a baseball, not much smaller than a softball, but about a baseball. If you're right-handed, you're going to cup the rice in your right hand. You're going to lightly, you're not going to pack it in too tight. You're going to lightly make it in the shape of an egg. This is a little bit difficult because it's reversed right now because you're in a camera. I'm right-handed. I'm going to start with the top left corner. What we're going to do is distribute it like it's a tube of toothpaste. Okay? And you'll notice that your hands get a little sticky. So throughout, you can keep wetting and clap off the excess. I do have a garbage can here, by the way. Okay? Clap off the excess. You'll notice that when I squeezed out the rice, I kind of evenly did it over the top half of the seaweed, the nori, right? Now, we're going to move this rice down. We're going to manipulate this rice. You have to take command of this rice just like you do with your life. You understand? Got to take control. Don't be timid. Don't be weak. When you get in there, use these fingertips, use these thumbs. Fingertips and thumbs, okay? Like that. You're going to get a little wet. Pop off the excess. You're going to push this rice down. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, you're going to push it down. You're going to push it down. I like to think of it like I'm kneading a piece of pizza dough. I'm moving it around. You want to make sure you move this rice and you push it. You move it from one end to the other. If there's a little excess, take it out, put it in there, okay? You want to make sure you cover all of the black of the nori. Don't leave any black parts showing, okay? Now that we got it covered from edge to edge, corner to corner, a nice, even, basic flat layer. It's not bowed up. It's not clumped in the middle. You can still each see the individual grains of rice. Everything's still good, okay? You're going to get a little sesame seed, okay? Sesame seed. And you're going to put it, I like to shoot it down the middle a little bit, right? Okay? Try not to make too much of a mess. Now, here's the magic part. You notice I'm wetting my hands quite a bit throughout, right? To keep that not from sticking. We're going to flip this bad boy over. Boom. Flip it over, just like that, okay? Now we're going to take this crab stick, kanikama. If you're a good customer, you get two, okay? Sometimes we split them in half, but you're a good customer. I give you one full piece each, okay? Put that in there, okay? What I like to do with the cucumbers is we like to cut these guys in half. We're going to cut this in a little quarter. I like to take a little bit of the seeds out, not all of them, just a little bit, okay? We're going to do that. And then we're going to make little tiny strips, right? And we're going to save these for later. And then we're going to put these in here as well. And these are little baby avocados. I think we got them at Trader Joe's or something like that. I don't know where. But make sure when you cut into the avocado, you tap the seed. Sometimes when they're really, really overripe, the seed will crumble in your hand and it will not stop the knife. So please be careful with that. Follow it around in a perfect circle and then crack that fresh avocado, okay? Now, what we can do is, since we're going to use the whole thing, I'll just quarter it. Sometimes you can use a knife and you can pull it out, but okay? And I'm going to peel the skin off that way, and then we'll make it little slices like this. And then we'll put some avocado in here, okay? If you like a lot or you like a little, it's totally up to you. You can put in as much or as little as you want to do for yourself, okay? And you'll notice I try to put the ingredients in the middle. One more thing. I always like to place my knife on my cutting board, blade away towards the top of the board. I know it's a little bit reversed, it's hard. When you get in that habit, you won't accidentally hit the knife, you won't fling it off the side. We've had a lot of accidents at the restaurant in the past for a lot of newbies and beginners, so I always like to keep these basic habits and keep things intact. Okay, having said that, we got all the ingredients right down here in the middle, right? Keep wetting our hands a little bit. Now, when you start to roll this guy, You're not going to stop, okay? It's just like life. When you start something, you finish it, okay? You understand? So when you start this, don't stop. You're going to start from the bottom to the top. You're going to get it, you're going to roll it, and you're going to tuck it in, 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 tuck it in. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Bam! You'll notice that the joint of the roll now is perpendicular to your cutting board. So the roll is overlapped each other on the end to keep everything inside, and it's on the bottom of the board. Now we're going to get our sushi mat, our sushi roller mat. You notice I covered it with saran wrap so it won't stick. If you don't cover it with saran wrap, you're going to have a sticky mat, okay? No good. Okay, we're going to grab this mat. We are going to lift up this roll from the sides. They're straight. So you can come around to the side here and just look at this thing to the side. And you can see, right, that it's a square shape. All right, perfect. Good. Now, straight up and down. Make sure you don't do an eagle claw. If you do eagle claw, then your roll's going to be all dented at the bottom. It's not good. Straight up and down and just tap off the top, okay? And then we're going to take it off, okay? Now, we keep wetting our hands here, and make sure you do the ends, okay, in case anything pooped out of the sides, okay? You got to push it back in there. Now, when we use our knife, we are going to wet it in the water, let the water drip down. You got to cut your sushi rolls like you're playing the violin. You want to use as much blade as possible, and you do not want to chop. Your instinct is going to be to chop. You're going to freak out. You're going to smash your roll. Don't do it. Do it with very little force, right down the middle, and we're going to go like a violin, okay? Now we're going to put these two together, and then we're going to go right down the middle again, okay? Okay, now be very careful when you wipe your knife, blade away, on your cutting board. Now, when we dish this guy up, we're going to go, I'm holding the whole roll now, okay? This is 8 pieces. I'm leaving the 2 pieces on the end. I'm going to pull 6 down. Down. Not quite all the way. Down. Down. Okay? I'm leaving the 2 pieces on the end. I'm going to pull 6 down. Down. Not quite all the way. Down. Down. Okay? Now that's at an angle this way. We're just going to take that angle and we're going to put it this way. And that's all you have to do when you put it on the plate. And that's how you make a California roll.